Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Dr. Iyabo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you have hit the subscribe button, and if you haven't, I hope you will now, or after you love this video, you will hit the subscribe button. So I'm a business and lifestyle coach. I'm also a board certified pediatrician. I do a lot of other things. I'm an author, I'm a blogger, I'm a wife, and I'm a mom. But you can learn all about me on my website, driyabo.com, or you can open up the description on this video to learn all about me and just to click the link to go to my website. I do offer dating coaching, I offer business coaching, and I offer all forms of life coaching. So if you would like to hire me as your personal coach, please do so on my website. I hope you loved my last video. Women are really raving about my last video where I talked about the 12 ways to be irresistible to men. So today I'm doing a follow-up video, and today's topic is 7 things a man will do if he wants you, right? It's a little different from the last video, so I want to tell you 7 things that he will do that will make you realize and make you conscious of the fact that, oh, this man really likes me. He's taking me seriously. This is heading the right way. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, let's see. Which one is the first one? Hi there. Okay, let's get right into it. The very first thing a man will do if he wants you and he wants you to be with you and only you and wants to take you seriously, he'll plan the dates, right? If you're dating a guy and you just sit down in your femininity and you sit down in your awesomeness, and this guy plans date after date after date without you even having to ask, this man is really into you. So let's say after the first date, you're eating, and as the date is rounding up, or you're taking a walk, and he's like, oh, what's your schedule for the next 2 weeks? I'd love to see you again very soon. That's showing, you have to start feeling like, oh, okay, this is going well. And then you give him your schedule, you plan the second date, you're out on the second date. You have a really nice time. He hugs and kisses you after you leave. And then as soon as you get home, you see a text from him, or he calls you and says, I hope you got home safely. What's your schedule? I'd love to see you again. How about we try that new ice cream place down the road? That is a man that is into you. So a man who is into you will plan the dates. You won't have to start wondering after the first date why he's not calling, why he's not texting. You won't start to wonder, are we going to go out again? You won't start to think, maybe I should call him because he hasn't called me for 3 days. Or maybe I should check in on him because he hasn't called me for 7 days. Men are very easy to understand if they like you. We are the women, we are the ones that complicate our lives, honestly. We make up excuses for them in our minds. They're showing us A, and we are making up B excuses for them because we just want them by force. But they are clearly showing us they don't want us because they're not planning the dates. So a man who wants you will plan the dates. Number 2, a man who wants you will call and text you. He will. Just like I said, he will call and text you. You don't have to call him. He will ask for your number before the first date. He'll call you every single day, if not every day, maybe every other day. He'll communicate with you in some way. He'll text you to find out how you're doing. This is a man, I'm sorry, a text came through for me. This is a man who you won't even have to think that, oh, he hasn't called me, he hasn't sent me a text for 1 week. What's going on? I wonder if he has another woman. I wonder if he's busy. I wonder if he forgot about me. Maybe I should call him. If you're having to think about all that, that man is not into you, women. This is obvious. Stop making up excuses for men. Men, if they want a woman, nothing can stop them from showing it to the woman. Nothing will stop them from chasing after you. So if the man is into you, he will call you and text you. You guys know I've said it over and over and over again. I never called or text my husband right now. But the man who's my husband now, I didn't. At 9 months, he noticed and brought it up to me and said, yeah, but you know that you've never called me. And I said, but you call me every day, sometimes twice a day. So why do I need to? A man who wants you will stop making up excuses for them. He will call and he will text you. He will communicate with you in every way he can because he doesn't want to lose you. The third point, a man you're dating, after several weeks, or by the, every man is different, but definitely by 6 weeks or 2 months, you should be meeting his parents and his kids if he's divorced and he has kids from before. Yeah, if you're dating a man and you have not, I'm so sorry, my texts keep coming in. If you're dating a man and you have not met his parents or his kids, if he does have kids from another marriage, and it's been like 4 months, definitely 6 months, I'm not sure this man is serious about you. Honestly, most men, I told you that I know mine was a unique situation, but I met my husband's father on a third date. And that was just within like 3 weeks of us meeting, right? Or I don't know, or 2 weeks. It was really, really fast. His father happened to be visiting Atlanta. So I don't know how to really set a date here for you, but certainly, I would say certainly, unless the parents don't live in the same, of course, if they don't live in the same state or same country as you, then that's fine. But if they live in your city or they live in your town, or they visited and he didn't ask if you should meet them, if they're close by and you haven't met them, or you haven't met his kids, you need to think about it. Unless everything else is going well and he just doesn't want you to meet his family. But even then, you should question yourself that, why is this guy hiding me from his kids and from his family? If he really wants me to be an integral part of his life, at some point I have to meet his kids and his parents, right? He can't hide them forever. So a guy who's restricting you from seeing his kids and his parents is probably not into you. And most guys honestly do this within the first 3 months. That's what I know. Anything beyond 3 months, you need to start wondering what is going on. He probably has another woman he's showing to his parents and his kids, or he's not into you and he's just whiling away the time until he finds that woman. I'm sorry, these things are blunt, but I have to give you tough love. I have to tell you the truth so that I can help you. Number 4, he will tell you he loves you. Yes, he will tell you he loves you and you will believe him and he'll say it in an authentic way. Okay, so my husband told me he loved me. Actually, was on his birthday on April 4th of the year we met. We started dating, I believe it was sometime in January. And in April, he told me he loved me, beginning of April. And I think we started dating around the second or third week of January. And by April 4th, he told me he loved me. He looked me in the eye. He was sincere. We went in his house and he told me he loved me, and he did it in a very nice way. So, so I believed him. A guy who's into you will tell you he loves you. Again, some of them may lie, but use your judgment, right? You guys are adults. Use your judgment, use your intuition. You don't have to ask a guy. If you get into the situation where you're asking a guy, so do you love me? You've completely, again, given your power over. I'm telling you, you women give your power over to men so easily with silly things you do. Don't ask men why they're not calling you. If they're not calling you, they're not into you. If you're having to ask questions, then you already know your answer, right? You say men are complicated. They're not. They actually show you how they feel, but you just want to make up something else in your mind. If you're having to ask a man, so why haven't you called? So why haven't you sent me a text? You're wasting your time. Okay, women, if you're having to ask a man, so do you love me? You haven't even said you love me. When are you going to say it? You've absolutely given away your power. That relationship is not going to be a good one. It's not going to end well. If a man loves you, he will spontaneously say it himself. In fact, when you least expect it, you'll be surprised. You'll be so emotional. You may even cry tears of joy because you're like, oh, that's so sweet. Don't ask a man if he loves you. If he does, he will tell you. So if a man is into you, he will tell you he loves you. Okay? Understood? Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've said I'll be numbering my things, but I don't. 1. So first one is plan the date. Second one is call and text you. Third one is he'll introduce you to his parents and kids in a timely fashion. Fourth one is he'll tell you he loves you. Fifth one is he'll tell you he wants to be exclusive with you, and he'll tell you that he only wants to date you. This one is super important. A lot of you women message me about this one, that your guys are not telling you that they want to be exclusive and you're wondering what's going on. He's not telling you he wants to be exclusive because he doesn't want to be exclusive with you, or he doesn't want to be exclusive with you yet. Okay? So what can I tell you? If a guy hasn't told you, oh, Mary, I'm really into you. I'm starting to fall in love with you. I want us to just date each other. I like you a lot. I don't want you to date other men. I'm not going to date other women. Let's just see each other one-on-one, get to know each other and see how it goes. You're now my girlfriend. I'm now your boyfriend. End of story. That's a good man. If you're dating back and forth and he hasn't told you he wants to be exclusive, and you've gone on at least 10 dates, right? If you've gone on 10 dates and it's going on like 6 weeks, certainly 2 months, and this man you don't know if you guys are exclusive, it's time for you to ask. And the reason I say you should ask this one is key to your relationship. Because if you don't ask, this guy is just going to continue stringing you along. He may have 3 or 4 other women that he's doing the same thing with, and he's looking for the one he likes the most, and you don't want to be that person. So if he hasn't told you, if you've had 10 dates, I'll say 8 to 10 dates, and you've been dating for about 6 weeks, definitely by 2 months, and he hasn't brought up exclusivity, you need to bring it up in a light-hearted way. Oh, John, what's going on? We've been dating and seeing each other for a while. Are we exclusive? When are we going to stop seeing other people, and when are we just going to become boyfriend and girlfriend? Do you want to make this relationship exclusive? If he tells you he's not yet ready to make it exclusive, and it's been 6 weeks or 2 months, and you've had about 8 to 10 dates, my sister, please count your losses and move on, because he's going to break your heart and it will not end well. Honestly, it will not, unless the only caveat to this is if you're still in college. If you're a woman aged between 18 to 22, 23, and your boyfriend is also in college, and you guys are still young, and you're still trying to make your way in life, and you're still trying to get a job and graduate and all that, that's fine. I mean, why are you even in a rush? I should be questioning you, woman, if you're between 18 to 23. There's nothing to rush for. You guys need to build your life before you get married and all of that. However, if you're a woman in your late 20s and above, which is what most of my audience are. Most of the people who watch these videos are either divorced and they're in their 30s or 40s, or they're single and they're in their 30s or 40s. Certainly, if you're a woman of 30 and above and you're dating a man and he's telling you he's not yet ready to be exclusive after 8 to 10 dates or like 6 weeks to 2 months, you need to count your losses and move on, because he'll string you along, break your heart, and dump you at the end of the day. He should have been able to make up his mind by that time. Okay? The number 6 thing that a man will do if he's into you, he will not push you for sex. He will not. You'll see, you'll be able to tell that he wants to, because you guys will get close to it. You'll cuddle, you'll kiss, all of that. But once you tell him your boundary, that you're not yet ready for sex, he'll totally respect it. He won't leave you because of that. He'll continue dating you, and he will not push for sex. He will not. But if you tell a guy who only what he wants from you is that you're not yet ready to have sex, he will be gone. Yeah, he'll be gone. If that's all he's looking for, if he's just looking to sleep with you, and then you give him the boundary and say, I'm sorry, I'm not having sex till we get married, and if sex is the only thing he's looking for, you won't see him again. Okay? Or if you know that you don't want to have sex until you're exclusive and you guys have declared that you're dating one-on-one, and he's pushing you before you're exclusive, and you say no, if this guy is into you, he will stay with you. He will respect the situation and he will stay with you. So A guy who loves you, again, will respect your boundaries of when you want to have sex and when you don't want to have sex. Again, this one, there's more to it, but you guys have to discuss it one-on-one. So if you're both exclusive, okay, and you want to wait till marriage before you have sex and he doesn't want to wait, then you have a problem in your hands because you're not on equal levels. You don't have the same intention. So this is how you figure out your relationships. You guys have to have the same intention. You have to flow with each other. So if you want to preserve yourself till marriage and you're with a guy who wants sex now, obviously that's not going to work because you're not going to change him. As women, we like to change men. We think they will change because they want us. No. If this guy tells you, I'm sorry, I'm not one of those that waits. If you don't want to have sex once we're exclusive, I'm out. And if you are a Christian and you want to wait till you're married and he doesn't respect that, it's not going to work, guys. So move on. But number 6 is, the guy will respect you if you say you're not yet ready for sex. And if he agrees with you that he will also wait till marriage, he'll stick with you gladly. He will love you through it and he will wait till you get married. If your intention is that you don't want to have sex or till you're both exclusive, he'll stick around and wait till you're exclusive. Because sometimes, right? Sometimes the guy is ready to be exclusive, but we are the ones who are not yet ready to be exclusive. Some women are good at this and they put themselves in a position of power. And I love those women. There are some women that some men will ask them that they want to be exclusive, and because they are not sure, they will say they are not yet ready to be exclusive. That's fine. And the guy will stay with you. He will respect you because he wants you and he just wants to be with you. He wants to show you his love and he'll stay with you. So if it's the guy who's ready to be exclusive and you are not yet ready, he will respect your decision. So I've given you all the dimensions of this number 6 because there's many dimensions to number 6, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. A guy who wants you only for sex, if you're not giving him sex, he will be gone. You won't hear from him again. A guy who really loves you and wants you for you, and you say you're not ready for sex, will stick by you. Okay, we're almost done. The last one, I love this one. A guy who wants you, he will respect you, respect you. He will want to do everything to make you happy, and he will want to do everything to make you feel good. He will not want you to be hurt. Men who want you in their lives, they will not be able to stand you being hurt. Those are good men. But men who start cheating on you, who don't care about your feelings, who call you names, who treat you anyhow, who will just sit around the house and see you cooking and cleaning and getting tired and getting burnt out and they won't lift a finger, those are not good men. Okay, so start seeing those signs when you're dating. And this is why I said, don't move in with the man. Don't do his laundry. Don't cook for him. You are not his house girl. You're not his house help. Okay? Let him do those things for when you're single. When you're single, don't start cooking for a man and cleaning and doing his laundry and all of that. If he can't do it, let him hire help. Put yourself in a position of power. A man who loves you will climb mountains to make you happy. I'm not saying he'll buy you things. So you women, keep your materialism to a minimum because men are not banks. They're not meant to just be buying. Men are meant to be our protectors, our equal partners, our lovers, somebody that our best friends, somebody we feel safe with. Men, we women have turned it upside down. Men are not banks. Men are not givers of things. Okay, a man who's giving you may not treat you well. Okay, life is not about things, and if you want things, work and buy them yourself. But I'm telling you, a man who wants you in his life will not be able to stand to see you upset. So he will not do anything to upset you. He will adore you. He will do things to make you happy. I'm not saying you'll never have arguments, okay? I'm not trying to paint a perfect picture. But he will take care of you. If you have arguments, you'll sort it out. That's fine. You can be mad at each other for 1 or 2 days, but you guys will get over it. But I'm just telling you that a man who loves you won't disrespect you. He won't call you names. And even if gets close to it and you say, look, please, I don't want that, don't do that, he will respect your boundary quickly. I'm not saying your relationship will be perfect, but I'm saying that you'll be able to work things through. He will respect you, he will adore you, and he will want to make you happy. So those are the 7 things, okay? Recap again quickly because I love my recaps. A man who wants you, these are the things he'll do. He'll plan the dates, he'll call and text you, he will introduce you to his parents and his kids, he will tell you he loves you, he will tell you he wants to be exclusive and he doesn't want to date anybody else. He will not push for sex if you say you do not want it. He will wait patiently and he will respect you and he will want to make you happy and make you feel good. So that's it for today. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you single and divorced women, you are learning from all these videos. It's one thing to watch these videos, it's another thing to put them into practice. Please don't just be the watcher, but be the doer. Be that strong woman who's going to be feminine and sexy, but who's going to have boundaries and who's going to put herself in a position of power so she will be irresistible to high quality men who will want her. Okay, stop giving your power away to these men and stop acting so desperate. I hope this video will help you in your relationship lives. I hope you guys will come back and give me your good results and your good testimonials of how you found good men. And I hope that a lot of you who are single will find that guy this year and he will propose to you before the end of the year and you'll be planning your marriage for 2022. Okay? By God's grace. So I love you all. God bless you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you share my channel with your other friends. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.